The Courts of British Columbia. There are three courts in the province: the Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court, and the Provincial Courts. Trials are only heard before the Provincial Court or the Supreme Court, and in fact the Provincial Court isn't one court, it's actually four different courts, including Family Court and Criminal and Youth Court. There are two appeal courts in the province, the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court. Now, each level of court in the province is superior to the court below it, with the Court of Appeal being superior to the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court being superior to the Provincial Court. What that means is that the Supreme Court will hear appeals of decisions of the Provincial Court, while the Court of Appeal will hear appeals of decisions of the Supreme Court. Together, these are the Courts of British Columbia, with the Provincial Courts at the bottom of the pile, and the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court collectively referred to as the province's superior courts. In parallel to the Courts of British Columbia are the federal courts, and just like the courts of the province, there is a trial court, that's the federal court, and there is a Court of Appeal, and that is the Federal Court of Appeal. Now, finally, above all of these courts, the federal courts and the Courts of British Columbia, we have the Supreme Court of Canada. This is the highest court in the country, and its job is to hear appeals from all of Canada's courts of appeal. And this is the court system of British Columbia.